Global oil prices are extending their slide today as investors attempt to decipher a barrage of contradictory signals from the Trump administration regarding the escalating U.S. Israel-Iran war and the critical Strait of Hormuz. After a historic weekly surge that saw crude futures top $100 a barrel, both Brent and WTI benchmarks pulled back sharply following comments from President Donald Trump suggesting the conflict could be over soon and hinting at a potential de-escalation. Brent crude fell by 6% to around $93 per barrel, while WTI dropped 6.1% to roughly $89. This significant retreat comes after prices briefly approached $120 a barrel, driven by fears that the ongoing conflict would lead to a prolonged disruption of Middle Eastern supplies, particularly through the Strait of Hormuz. The strait, a narrow waterway through which approximately one-fifth of the world's oil passes, had been effectively closed by Iranian threats, causing hundreds of tankers to idle in the Gulf and triggering a global scramble for energy security. President Trump, speaking from his Doral resort in Florida, declared the war against Iran very complete in a CBS News interview, claiming Iran's military had been effectively destroyed. He then issued a stern warning to Tehran. If Iran does anything that stops the flow of oil within the Strait of Hormuz, they will be hit by the United States of America 20 times harder than they have been hit thus far. This aggressive rhetoric, combined with suggestions of easing oil sanctions on Russia and releasing emergency crude stockpiles, initially soothed market fears, leading to a rapid unwinding of the war premium that had inflated prices. However, the reality on the ground in the Persian Gulf remains tense. Despite Trump's claims of victory, Iranian drones continue to strike Saudi oil infrastructure, and the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, has defiantly rejected Trump's assessment, stating the strait remains under their complete control. IRGC officials warned that not one drop of oil would be permitted to leave the region if U.S. and Israeli attacks continued, threatening to burn any ship attempting passage. This stark contradiction between Washington's rhetoric and Tehran's actions leaves markets highly volatile.